Obedient influencers have been weeping, crying, and trying to shut Showore up, right? Whenever Showore criticizes Peter Obi. And they went agog since yesterday, since Showore called Peter Obi out for making a careless statement. And I say careless because the statement is that where are those who have been protesting since 2014? Right? Are they dead now in 2025 when things are much worse?
When this country, when people were protesting, when there was no need to protest under Jonathan, where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they?
Now, and the question is careless because do you expect Tinubu, who was an opposition in 2014, who protested against Jonathan, to be protesting against himself? Or do you expect Buhari, who got into power in 2019, to be protesting, or in 2015 rather, to be protesting against himself or against the APC? Or is it Tunde Bakari? Or name them. They are now in power. It is the opposition today that should protest against those in power today. It's just obvious, it's self-evident. But let's even move that aside, right? In 2019, Showore organized the revolution now against the Buhari administration. Where was Peter Obi? Showore protested, for which Showore was arrested, placed in solitary confinement for 5 months, and was restricted to Abuja for 3 years. His party was hijacked, and you understand, got the party back. But this was what Showore went through between 2019 and 2022. That didn't stop Showore. In 2023, after Tinubu won, right, Showore was at the forefront of organizing the End Bad Governance protest. Where was Peter Obi as an opposition? Right? Was Peter Obi dead? Was he dead in 2019? Was he dead in 2020? Even during the NSAS protest, was he on the streets? Right? So tomorrow, some persons will now come and ask NSAS protesters that where were those people who protested during NSAS? Is there no police brutality now? Why are they not protesting now? Because that is the precedence you are setting, Peter Obi, Mr. Peter Obi. Peter Obi influencers, the obedient influencers, these are the people who they are just once they hear criticism about Peter Obi, they are just on defense mode. They're just attacking everybody who criticizes Peter Obi. Instead of them to pause and wait a minute, maybe this what this person is saying about Peter Obi is actually true. But when they hear the truth about Peter Obi, they just attack. Many obedience are not like that, or some obedience are not like that. But you see, the obedient influencers, they have like they need to protect Peter Obi, even when he says things that are not right. And what Peter Obi said is not right. That is the truth. Because as an opposition, you need to be putting fire on the feet of the ruling party, on the feet of Tinubu. That is your purpose, Mr. Peter Obi. Why are you not protesting today? Why did you not protest last year during the End Bad Governance protest? Why didn't you join? April 7th, we organized a protest for the repeal of the Cybercrime Act, the same act that was used in implicating VDM, right? Showore was part of it. Showore protested. Where was Peter Obi? Right? So it's high time the obedient influencers need to stop deluding themselves that, Peter Obi is not a person that protests. Who is the person that protests? Who was born to protest? So some people are born to protest, while others are born to contest. Does it make sense? So Peter Obi, if you were not dead, because obviously you could not protest against the Jonathan regime because you were part of the regime or the administration, right? But why didn't you protest against the Buhari administration? Why didn't you protest against the Tinubu current administration? What's your excuse? So it's easy to point fingers and blame those who protested in 2014 because there was hardship. Then now, today, the hardship is worse. There are some still protesting, right? I protested all through this time. I protested revolution now. I protested the bad governance. I protested the April 7th protest, right? I've been consistent with my protest. Omoyele Sowore has been consistent with his protest. But you, not even one protest have you joined. It's high time Peter Obi supporters need to start telling him the truth. He needs to sit up and act like an opposition. Stop looking for Tinubu to come and protest as an opposition for himself. It is your job. When we came out during the End Bad Governance protest, if Peter Obi and Atiku had joined Showore to protest, right, the stress subsidy would have been brought back. our lives would not be this hard. And that is the function of the opposition. But Shore was the one doing it while you guys were sitting in your houses and you're asking where are protesters. Anyway, it's not too late, Peter Obi. This is 2025. Call for a protest now, right? Call for a protest, mobilize obedience, organize obedience, and I will be on the streets joining the protest against this Tinubu regime. And I dare say, Omoyele Sowore will likely join you on the barricade so long as Nigerians are out there. But you do not sit in the comfort for years you've been dormant with regards to protest, not protesting, and then you have the guts to point accusing finger on those who protested. And some person says, oh, he's mentioning Wole Soyinka and he's mentioning a few persons. Wole Soyinka is 90 years today. Is he supposed to still be the one protesting for you? Peter Obi, come out and protest. Stop looking for excuses. Things were bad under Jonathan. Things were worse under Buhari. And things are worst under Tinubu. It doesn't mean that those who protested in 2014 do not have the right to protest. Just like we're saying that there is police brutality now. Police brutality may even be worse now, for example, or tomorrow police brutality may be worse. And you start saying, where are those who protested during NSAS? Why can't they protest now? Doesn't make sense. You are demobilizing people, you are suppressing people. Because when you make statements like this, people will not want to protest because they'll be worried that if I protest today and I die, tomorrow somebody will now say that I protested when I was not supposed to protest. I protested when things were not as bad as they were then. So if in 2030 things are extremely bad and I protest today and I get killed, somebody will come out tomorrow and say, why were you protesting on that Tinubu when things are bad now in 2030? So, Mr. Peter Obi, if you are unable to protest, it's your temperament. It's understandable. We're not forcing anybody to protest. But stop saying statements like this that demobilizes protesters. Because at the end of the day, now we're now docile. A lot of Nigerians are docile. And those Nigerians are fed up, are frustrated, are giving up. If the leadership, if Atiku and Peter Obi were like Sowore, more Nigerians will be gingered. More Nigerians will be gingered. More Nigerians will be putting it on the government. Many of the policies and the nonsense that the current administration is doing, they will not be able to do. So, Mr. Peter Obi, act like an opposition, or we will keep telling you the truth, and your obedient influencers will keep crying, and we'll be here to continue telling them the truth. All right.